Hi everyone. We've received a lot of inquiries of more dog related or pet related templates, and I believe that we might have overdone ourselves here a little bit. So, when you open the dog magazine template, of course, you'll see the copyright, but within this, if you click on this red one, it shows you that all you have to do is come in here with your text tool and copy the text. Of course, it's not going to work for me right now. Copy the text and place it into your browser. These are free either via dafont.com and Google Fonts. So there's two of them that were used in this that gives you the full ability to change the wording. There are rules to fonts, and these fonts work very well together, giving it a clean, aesthetically looking product. So once you've downloaded your fonts, these layers that are here and here will update to those current fonts. Now, I've done something totally different in this template that many of you may not be accustomed to. And I had to do it in order to keep my shadows in the appropriate positions and whatnot. So there isn't a physical layer mask. It just says image. And then this just says that it will update once you place the image above. They're linked and should never be separated because the shadowing of the template and your display will be totally off. This is sized at an 11 by 14, so yes, it can be printed, and it works quite simply. So when you get to the point where you want your image, double click this. It opens another window, and all you see is the gray. So you're going to go to File, Place Embedded, and I had one saved here. Just 1 second. I believe this is the one that I used. And what you're going to do, make sure your constrain tool is on, otherwise it's going to distort your images. And just enlarge your image to the point that you feel would be appropriate for your display. Once it's done and in place, go ahead and check mark it. Then you're going to go to File, Save, and if you notice, this turns to a PSB. So basically what it's telling me, it's linked. And as you can see, it's linked quite nicely with the shadows and the highlights. Now, I have added a light overlay, or I'm sorry, a frosted overlay here at the bottom because sometimes certain font colors don't show well, and it gives you the opportunity to turn this on and off. And you can adjust the opacity of this also. Now, the ambient light is light that would naturally shine upon a magazine and its cover. It's totally a choice and a style that fits you. So it can be used this way also. And then the base shadows, are the same. We don't want to remove these because they do affect the main components of these. This is where these shadows right here and the shadows of the bottom and the fold of the magazine that's where all of that is coming from. So I've locked those down so that you don't make the mistake of maybe altering them and not knowing where to go with this. So basically, really, you don't need to use this just for dogs, but it seems to be a hit with a lot of my testers that they love the fact that this is all about dogs. Now, as you can see, this one is hiding Winston's face. That's the dog's name, sorry. And I'm going to do the Mud Bass and the Craze of Hollywood. I just held down my control key, selected those two layers, hit your V key to move it. And if you see that magenta line, it's lining it up to the words above it because we need it to be symmetrically correct. And we can move that right off of his face. So now you have a clearer view of your favorite Cuddly's face. Now, if you wanted to do the same thing with From Poop Bags to Riches, we can do that also. And we could probably move this up here if we wanted to. It would balance it still. And that way, all of the dog's faces are in focus. And if there's a person involved, it is also. Now, I don't even know how to say this, but it's Dog Vogue. I'm looking to do a couple of other ones, but this isn't specifically geared to dogs. You could do this with humans and cats. So all you would do is change the dog portion of this to cat, and you can make up your own silly little things here. But like I stated, it's a different kind of way of getting your images in, and by just double clicking the smart object and it updating to others. And like I stated, most of my templates are not done this way, but it had to be done this way in order to give more of the realistic feel of what this template is. Most of all, and foremost, is thank you for all of the wonderful suggestions, and keep those coming. But I truly can't wait to see how some of you guys use this. And that brings me great excitement and joy. So be sure to post it into our private Facebook groups, post it to your timeline, tag me, because I would love to see it. Most of all, just enjoy it. Thank you.